I'm Tim Sikora, product manager here at Takeuchi. I do excavators for North America and Canada. We're here to talk about the TL11 R3. This is our new high flow track loader. And just real quick to give you an idea, Takeuchi loader, this is the 11. This is roughly equated to its size. R, it's a radial machine versus a vertical machine. It's a series 3. So that gives you an idea. When you look at one of our machines, you can get an idea of basically its size, and what series it is. This is a radial versus a vertical machine. So what a radial does is it actually, when you look at the arms, when you lift, it actually comes out and up. So it's a radial pattern versus vertical, which is straight up and down. And that has some impact on things like rated operating capacity and bucket breakout forces. This is a good dirt work machine. It's got a good breakout force. It's got a higher breakout force, a little bit lower rated operating capacity. That's simply because of the way they're tested, and these machines can be a little bit tippier when they're being tested, but it's got plenty of lifting force and breakout force. So if you look at the undercarriage, we've gone to a double flange front idler. This is going to increase smoothness. It's going to help also with any detracting. With a single flange, it's more likely to detract when you're side sloping or something along those lines. So it's now a double in the front and the rear. Should give you a smoother ride as well. Should help out a little bit as well with track life. So a nearly redesigned undercarriage. It still is a track tension by grease, a grease system. So a new undercarriage to look at. One quick thing to point out is this is of our 4 pillars where we got performance, operator comfort, durability, and serviceability. For serviceability, this is a great one right here because this is battery access. If you look at the back of these machines, when you open them up, sometimes you got to take the radiators out or open them up and work a battery past all that. It can be really difficult. This gives you a quick, easy exit point and entry point for a battery. So that's what that panel is there for. This machine is equipped with an angle sensor, and so what that will do is it's an option in which when you add that option, you get level up and level down, as well as return to dig or return to position. So that angle sensor allows this bucket to know where it's at. So as an operator is lifting that load, it stays level as it goes up, and it stays level as it comes back down. If you're digging a trench, or you're needing to return to a position over and over again, so for efficiency and productivity, you can set that position, and that machine will return itself right to where that position needs to be. So that's a neat feature. With a high flow option, if you elect the cab and the high flow option, you do get 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch couplers. So that way, if you're using a standard flow attachment, you can be on smaller couplers. For a high flow attachment, you've got the bigger couplers. Those are all part of that option. This is a neat feature, safety feature. Sometimes it's a little misunderstood. People try to lift it up. It's not what you want to do with it. When you hook up your coupler, you want that depressed. What that's going to do is that lets the quick attach know, the hydraulic attachment know, that until these hoses come off, that quick attach cannot unlock. So it's not uncommon for these machines. You go and you're trying to set down a bucket to pick up a mulcher or whatever you're going to do, and you forget to unhook the hoses, and you pull away, you release the quick attach, you pull away from the bucket, the hoses are still attached, and it's, well, of course that would be a mulcher if you're going to get a bucket. So you've got a mulcher, you pull away and the hoses are still attached, you're going to damage those hoses. So this is a neat little safety feature right here. It's a 14-pin connector. You actually have the 9 different functions now for this 14-pin connector, which is great for things like a planer machine, a coal planer, which we also have coal planer attachments. There's so many different functions: the independent skids, tilting functions, side shift, the water tank. A lot of our competitors' machines don't have all the different functions you need to operate all those off the remote controls, or off the joysticks rather. And so this is a nice upgrade to where now with a 14-pin control, you've got actually 9 different functions you can operate off of this 14-pin. Kind of a neat feature here where you've got your diesel and your def. You've got a button here which, when you hear it beeping, That's when it beeps slower, that's telling you it's not quite full. And the faster that beeping goes to where it gets to a point where it just buzzes the whole time, that lets you know that you're actually full. You know, a lot of these machines, it's not like your car where it just clicks off automatically for you. These will just continue to pump out diesel until you overfill it. So it's a neat little feature, something, again, with Mr. Takeuchi's mind towards engineering, and those neat little features that allow you to be more efficient when fueling up. You wouldn't think it's that big a deal, but if you spill a lot of diesel on the ground over the course of a year, it adds up. So, the operator compartment, we have a monitor that integrates functions. It's now an EH machine. We're a pilot. We always went with pilot controls, and that was kind of our history, and that's what we really do well. But because of all the attachments that you can get for these machines now, we thought EH control was a necessary change to give you, again, like with a 14-pin connector, you want to have all that flexibility to add attachments. So this is an EH machine. You can adjust things like pattern control, your flow, the different flow rates, all that can be adjusted in the monitor. So an upgraded monitor, instead of rocker switches, you've got button controls now, much more intuitive, we're weather protected, so it'll be much more durable and just easier to use. It's got a jog dial, so you can either use the touch screen or use the jog dial to control the machine through the monitor. So plenty of upgrades on the inside as well. So we think it's a great step forward for this machine of this size. It's going to be a great digging machine. It's going to be great for attachments because of all the different flexibility you've got with the 14-pin control and the EH controls. So really excited to see this machine out in the wild now. It's been a long time in coming. We wanted to get it right. We've gotten it right. It feels as close to a pilot machine as you can possibly get. The engineers have done a great job. We've got a lot of great customers in the field giving us feedback. So we're really excited about this machine finally hitting the market.